Chris Yannick, C1 Review covering Las Vegas and the world. Las Vegas Aces star A'ja Wilson made her Met Gala debut this evening. Ms. Wilson was also on the host committee this year for the annual Met Gala. For her first debut, she wore a bronze dress from designer Prabal Gurung. It'll be very interesting to see what A'ja Wilson says about her time at the Met Gala. Will there be stories about Beyonce, Rihanna, Sabrina Carpenter, Madonna, Blake Lively, Tiana Taylor? There were so many other celebrities there. I'm sure we're going to hear some great stories in future press conferences and interviews about A'ja's debut at the Met Gala. And it's well-deserved, of course, and it's long overdue. 3 WNBA championships, 2 Olympic gold medals, a national championship at the University of South Carolina, Time Magazine's Athlete of the Year. She has her own signature shoe with Nike called the A1, a contract with Nike worth an estimated $20 to $30 million. And there's so many other accomplishments that I'm not even mentioning here, but we've talked about this endlessly. You know, A'ja Wilson is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, women's basketball player of all time. And the Aces will resume their quest for a 4th WNBA championship and be back in action for the first time in the regular season. The Aces begin their regular season this Saturday, May 10th, and they'll be looking for their 4th WNBA championship. It is beginning already. Can you believe it? WNBA season is here this week. I'm Chris Yannick for C1 Review. We're now going to bring you our 2018 C1 Review with A'ja Wilson when I spoke with her before she played a minute in the WNBA and before the Las Vegas Aces ever played their first game. They were a new team here in Las Vegas. Here is that 2018 C1 Review if you've never heard it.
You're on CY Interview.
This is Chris Yannick for C1 Interview. We're here today at the practice facilities for the Las Vegas Aces with A'ja Wilson, center, first-round pick, number 1 pick of the WNBA draft of 2018. A'ja, thank you so much for being here. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me.
So let's just talk, beginning with this. With all the practicing you've done, and obviously you've got a chance to get on the court now, what have you learned about your game compared to when you were in college so far? What the biggest thing that I've learned is I still have a lot of stuff in my tank and in my toolbox that I can use and help expand my game. So that's a good thing of finding knowing that you're not done yet. Normally when you get to the pros, it's kind of like finally made it. Like this was my goal, but at the same time to find out that you still have something left in your tank that you can share with this game of basketball and to be able to under a great coach like Coach Lambier, it's been amazing so far. I read this online and I wanted to verify this. Is it true that you get nervous before you go out on the court every time?
Mm-hmm. Every time, every game, no matter who we're playing against, no matter what the media or the odds may have on the team that I'm on, I get super duper nervous. I get the jitters. I get really, really nervous. But once I kind of get out there, my teammates, and I feel the energy within us, it starts to go down.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's just the hype and the excitement of the game of basketball, and it's really game day. Like you work so hard to reach the game day, and you prep so much for game day, and for it to finally be there, I just get the jitters because I'm excited. I'm super duper excited just to get out there and play, and just be with my teammates.
You hinted to Holly Rowe at the WNBA draft that you had to deal with a lot of struggles and overcome a lot of things. Does that connect to the nervousness at all, or are they just completely different things?
I think they're completely different things. When I look at just kind of the adversity that I faced with the teams that I was on and just within myself and how hard I am on myself, I really kind of look at it as a blessing. Like I really made it this far. I made it out of something that in that moment, I probably didn't imagine me getting out of it. But I think it's completely different from when my nerves of just a game of basketball.
Because basically you went to South Carolina, and South Carolina did not have a basketball history of being a national champion, so you took a chance.
Yeah, I did. I took a huge chance at the age of 16. I mean, I really trusted Coach Staley and her program and what she stood for, and I kind of went out with a leap and got really, really lucky and blessed to have the opportunity to bring something back to my home state that, is never really on the map like that. So now, South Carolina is a powerhouse of the SEC.
So I look at this scenario and I say to myself, so you go from South Carolina out here to Las Vegas. What's the transition been like?
Oh, man, the transition has been pretty smooth, definitely me driving has been a huge transition. I mean, in South Carolina, you kind of get the little friendly waves or something, but here in Vegas, people pull right in front of you and they don't care. So, I mean, my biggest transition is, East Coast, West Coast. It's hot out here. It's very hot and dry. I mean, we're in a desert. But, I mean, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love Vegas. I would have never imagined myself living in Vegas, but I'm happy to be here.
How you present yourself, it seems like you are somebody who just wants to go out and play basketball, and all of those accolades that you have received are just kind of secondary. Is that fair to say?
Oh yeah, definitely. My biggest thing, I don't go out saying I want to win this and that. I just go out there and have fun. I'm blessed with a great group of teammates and a coaching staff, and I take that and I just play off that. I feed off that.
I think what you should love about living here and what I love about living here is that you kind of just get to be yourself here, and you just kind of get to find yourself. Have you enjoyed that?
Yeah, definitely. And I think that also comes from just being a pro athlete. I mean, you have so much freedom. You have so much you just free. Like, I mean, I look outside of my apartment and I see Topgolf. I see the Strip. Like, it's pretty amazing how nice this place really is. And it's not all about the entertainment or the nightlife of Vegas, but it's just the living style, the lifestyle of it. I really enjoy it.
Okay, so here's something we're going to go back in time to. I would consider you for South Carolina. I'm a graduate of the University of Florida, was there when Tim Tebow was there. I consider you to be what you became at that university, to be the Tim Tebow of South Carolina. You were the face of your university, and you have become that. What has that really meant to you?
Oh man, it's meant a lot to me, especially just being from South Carolina. That's my home state, born and raised, and for me to kind of become the face of a university, it's really something special, and I take a lot of pride in. I mean, I wherever I go, South Carolina is always going to be attached to me, and I love that. I love that feeling of it. I love that blessing, and just knowing that I made my home state. I brought my state together in a positive way of women's basketball.
How will the first pro game, regular season game, be different than the first college game, you think?
I'm not sure. I think it'll just be different to where I'm just out there with different teammates, different coaching staff. I think it's going to be a good different. I'm glad that I have this opportunity to take my talents to the next level, but I know the nerves are still going to be there and the excitement is still going to be there. But I just really hope that everyone, come out and support us and watch us and love the game as much as we do.
What's been the biggest challenge in practice so far? Have you seen something that you've never seen before? You're like, oh man, I can't believe that.
No, not really. I think my biggest challenge is, the pace of it. It's not necessarily the pace of up and down, but the pace of the information that you have to pick up, because we have our season's 3 months long, and we play probably every single week. So it's a shorter period of time that we have to get through. So probably the pace is really eye-opening to me.
What I've learned in life is that you're never going to be able to please everyone. So my best advice to you is just seek out people who give you a positive influence. I think that's most important, because you probably see all the headlines, you see all the tweets, and you just kind of think to yourself, really, is this my life? But the most important thing is just to find the people who make you feel good, and all you can do is give your best effort.
Yes, very true. Definitely. That is something that I really live by. I mean, you don't want to be necessarily just a great player, but you want to be a great person, and you surround yourself with great people, and that's something that I really do in my life.
So is Blake Griffin your dream pickup game opponent? Is there somebody else? Who would you want to play against on the court if you had a choice?
Yeah, I would love to play against Blake Griffin. I'll probably be starstruck that I probably would pass out, but that's something that I would love to play against. He'll probably beat me, but hey, at least I'll enjoy the moment.
So when you got that message at the WNBA draft,
it was super surprising. I thought it was going to be Coach Lambeer, congratulating me, welcoming me to Vegas and the Aces. But no, it was Blake Griffin. So I was very caught off guard. I was super excited. I had to watch it like 5 times. And I can't even put into words how happy I was. I think I was the happiest girl on earth that night.
Okay. You must be a really big fan of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh my goodness, I love Fresh Prince. Like, my college intro handshake was Jazz and Fresh Prince, their little clapping, the snap. I love Fresh Prince. I have all the seasons of them. I love Will Smith. So yes, I am a huge Fresh Prince fan.
So, now you get these great opportunities to meet new people and socialize with new people. So who do you most want to meet?
Will Smith. Easily. That is I've met Blake Griffin, so I'm kind of good. But Will Smith, Will Smith is my next person that I have to meet. Sometimes I want to say Beyonce, but Will Smith is right now. Will Smith is my number one person. He's just such a he's a great feeling person. Like, he's humble, and I just love him so much.
I think that you have to realize at this point, though, I'm sure you think about South Carolina and Columbia about every, maybe other hour. You probably think about it. But I think what I can say to you is that you probably know that they're all paying attention and they're there with you even though they're not here.
Yes, definitely. Gamecock Nation is always behind me, and then that's what I love about our fan base.
And then I would say to you, finally, what will it mean to be a college graduate?
Oh man, it would mean a lot. I think that's kind of going to be the icing on the cake of my whole collegiate career, my whole student athlete career at South Carolina. So to be able to hear my name being called and walk across the stage is definitely going to be a top moment for me.
Well, Asia Wilson, thank you so much for your time today. Hang around with me for a moment, and thanks so much for being on CY Interview, and good luck this season.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.